Okay, Brevard County in the summer, that Florida sun, it really brings the heat, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Gets intense.
Yeah, and when it's like this, you're always looking for ways, good ways for the whole family to cool off, right? But also have some real fun.
Exactly. Finding that balance.
So that's what we're focusing on today here on Brevard Beat. We've pulled together some info on the best local water parks, splash pads, stuff that's pretty close by, mostly within a 30-minute drive or so.
Right. The idea is to help you figure out where to go, make planning that cool down day a bit easier.
Because there's quite a variety, from like bigger slides to just simple splash areas for the really little kids.
Mm-hmm. There really is something for almost everyone. Our goal here is basically to give you the essential info you need to plan a fun, refreshing day out.
Perfect. All right, let's dive in. How about we start up in Cocoa Beach, the Cocoa Beach Aquatic Center?
Good place to start. It's on 321 Ramp Road. Their website has all the current hours and details. Always good to check.
Yeah, what really jumps out at me is, it seems to cover a pretty wide range of ages. They mention a water slide, which sounds fun for older kids, maybe adults.
All right, adds that thrill element.
But then also a specific splash area that's
Yeah.
usually geared toward the toddlers, the younger ones.
Exactly. And what's interesting there is it feels like more than just a pool. They offer swimming lessons, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which points towards, community focus, water safety, skill building. That's pretty valuable for families.
Definitely. Makes it more of a resource.
Right. And there's a cafe nearby or sometimes on-site depending on the setup, and a lazy river too, so you could really spend a decent chunk of the day there.
The lazy river. Always a hit. It caters to different energy levels then.
Pretty much. Relax or get splashed.
Okay, now, a little tip we found, might be obvious, but worth saying, get there early.
Oh, absolutely. It gets busy, especially, summer, winter, school holidays. Beating the crowd makes a difference.
Makes sense. Okay, moving down the coast a bit, Palm Bay. The Palm Bay Aquatic Center on Port Malabar Boulevard. This one sounds like it might have a bit more intensity.
Yeah, you could say that. They definitely highlight their large water slides. So if you've got older kids or teens looking for that bit of excitement.
That's a key feature for them.
It is. And they also have a diving area, which you don't see everywhere. Adds another kind of activity. But, importantly, they haven't forgotten the little ones either. There's a family-friendly splash pad there, too.
So again, covering the bases, it sounds like they've really thought about the whole family. You mentioned the splash pad. They also have shallow pools for the kids.
Yep, shallow areas for safe splashing. And then for the adults or anyone wanting exercise, there's a lap pool.
Nice. So you can get some laps in while the kids are playing.
Potentially, yeah.
And the advice here is kind of similar. Maybe aim for early afternoon. Might miss the absolute peak rush.
That's the suggestion, yeah. Worth trying. And again, that splash pad gets a specific mention as being great for the younger kids.
It really seems like these places get it,
Yeah.
You need the high-energy stuff in the calmer zones.
I think they have to, really. To be successful community spots, they need to cater to different ages, different interests, all in one place.
Right. Now let's take a little detour. North to Titusville, the Dinosaur Store Splash Pad on Garden Street.
Ah.
Now that sounds different. A dinosaur theme.
It is. And it's pretty clever. Theming is powerful, especially for kids. Dinosaurs are almost universally loved.
True.
So it makes the splash pad more than just water jets. It becomes about imaginative play. The interactive features probably tie into the theme somehow, makes it more memorable.
And it's not just the splash pad, is it? That's the other part.
Exactly. It's connected to the dinosaur store itself. So you can do the splash pad, then go inside, see the exhibits, maybe buy a little something.
So it's like combining water play with a bit of education and a souvenir shop.
Pretty much. It extends the outing, makes it more well-rounded. It's smart, draws people in, and offers more than just getting wet.
Yeah, I can see that. So the tip there is really about that combo water fun plus the dino experience. Okay, let's head back south. Melbourne, Wickham Park Splash Pad on Parkway Drive.
Wickham Park, right. This one seems really tailored for the very little ones.
Yeah, how so?
The description focuses on water jets and fountains. Just, simple, gentle features, often less intimidating for toddlers and preschoolers than big slides or dump buckets.
Okay, makes sense. Less overwhelming.
Right. And the big plus is that it's in Wickham Park, which is huge.
Oh, right. Wickham Park is massive, so there are other things to do.
Exactly. Shaded picnic spots, walking trails. You can easily make a whole afternoon of it, splash around, then have lunch under a tree, maybe a little walk.
Nice. So the pro tip connects to that. Use the whole park. Don't just hit the splash pad and leave. Have a picnic.
Yeah. Leverage the whole environment. It shows how integrating these features into larger parks adds a lot of value for families.
Definitely. Okay, next stop, Indian Harbor Beach. Oars and Paddles Park on South Patrick Drive. They have splash pad, too.
Mm-hmm. Another one that sounds geared towards the younger set mentions interactive water features.
What's the benefit of interactive for the little kids? Does it just mean they can push buttons and stuff?
Pretty much, yeah. Things they can manipulate, turn a wheel, aim a sprayer. It encourages experimentation, a bit of cause and effect learning, develops motor skills, keeps them engaged.
Huh, okay.
And another plus for Oars and Paddles Park, there's also a playground right there.
Ooh, good combo.
Yeah, gives families options. If the kids get tired of water or just want to change, they can hop over to the playground. Extends the visit.
And we heard this spot might be a bit quieter, less crowded maybe?
That's the word, yeah. Which could be a big plus for some families, especially with really young kids who might find bigger, louder places a bit much.
Yeah, good point. Sometimes you just want something a bit more low-key.
Oh.
Knowing the vibe is important.
It really is. It's not just about the features, it's about the overall experience.
Totally. Okay, last one on our main list. Vieira Regional Park Splash Pad. Judge Fran Jameson Way in Melbourne. This one's described as large.
Yeah, large and with a variety of water features.
So what does large and variety get you typically?
Well, larger space means it can handle more kids without feeling totally jammed. And variety, different kinds of sprays, maybe some tipping buckets, ground nozzles, taller structures, keeps kids interested longer. Different things appeal to different kids, too.
I have more to explore.
Exactly. And again, location matters. Vieira Regional Park is another one with lots of other amenities. Playground, sports fields, picnic areas.
This looks like another potential make a whole day of it kind of place.
Definitely. You could pack lunch, play in the water, maybe watch part of a kid's soccer game if something's going on.
Yeah, the tip we saw mentioned checking out the sports fields.
Yeah.
And of course, the essentials reminder. Sunscreen, towels.
Oh, yeah. Can't stress those enough. And hydration. Bring lots of water. It's Florida. And reapply that sunscreen often. Seriously. Getting there early, like we said, usually helps. Packing snacks is always a good idea with kids.
Always. And maybe a change of clothes? Or two.
Or three. And, it's worth a quick look at the park website sometimes. You might find deals or special hours.
Good call. And one last thing, Florida afternoons.
Thunderstorms. Yeah. Keep an eye on the forecast. They can pop up fast in the summer. Always good to have a plan B or know when to pack it in.
Definitely. So, wow, okay. It's pretty clear Brevard County has quite a few really good options for cooling off and having fun.
It really does. From the bigger aquatic centers with slides down to these neighborhood splash pads, there's a good range.
Something for pretty much every family, and you don't necessarily have to drive for ages to find one.
Exactly. They're great local resources, not just for cooling off, but, for families spending time together, getting kids active, making those summer memories.
All right, here in the community. It's great.
It is.
And, thinking a bit broader, beyond just the splash pads, keep an eye out for other community stuff. Like, we're already hearing about plans for July 4th next year, 2025.
Oh, yeah. Parades and fireworks.
Sounds like it. Always fun ways to get together as a community here in Brevard.
For sure. These water spots are great for this summer, and those big events give us something else to look forward to together.
Absolutely. So whether you're looking for thrills on a slide or just some simple splashy fun for the toddlers, we really hope this run-through on Brevard Beat helps you find your perfect spot to, well, make a splash this summer.